welcome to the I Shall Bloom Show. Yes, a show where we interview stellar individuals whose work and legacy has profoundly uplifted our communities for the better. Each week, we interview a new guest and we take a deeper dive into the work that they're doing in their lives, sharing ideas and experience. You see, here at I Shall Bloom, you shall bloom, and together we shall bloom. Today, I have a special guest. You know, it's Black History Month, even though we're Black all year round, but we'll take this month. Okay. So we have a special guest here. He has been performing all over San Antonio since the pandemic, and he is here to tell you a little bit about him, what he does, and his mother is here as well. So we're going to get to know her as well. So without further ado, welcome Struggle C. Woo, woo! All right. Okay, now. Just get comfortable. I know he's going to get me back. Just get comfortable on the couch. This is the couch. And this is the famous couch in San Antonio, Texas.
Yes, it is.
Yes. So come on, tell us. So how, God gave you the spoken word and the gift you've had while you were awakening it. Mm-hmm. So tell us all about it. Introduce yourself first and then tell us.
Well,
looking at
hello everyone. My name is Struggle C, like the word struggle and letter C. I've gotten my name from the quote by Sir Frederick Douglass. Since it's Black history, I might as well tell y'all how I got my name. Frederick Douglass had a quote. He said, "If there's no struggle, there's no progress." So I just took the word struggle and I ran with it because you can't fake and shake the struggle. Like my grandmother would say, just keep on living. Just keep on living, and you're going to experience some things while you keep on living. And I've been doing poetry since the pandemic. I got started during the pandemic, but I've been singing since I was about maybe 6 years old. Ain't that right, Mom? 6 years? Five years old. I was winning talent shows in elementary school just by singing the chorus of a song. Yeah. And I've always been pretty much musically inclined and things of that. I love music. I can listen to it like how men and women love sports. That's how I love hearing music. I take very good interest in music of all different genres. Yes. And I'm a rapper, singer, poet. Pretty much everybody calls me a spoken word artist, but I'm all around singer, rapper, poet, and I'm transitioning to the Southern Soul Blues. And I'm learning how to play the acoustic guitar as well. And I got a shout out to my baby girl, my love of my life, my fiance, Ayana, soon to be Mrs. Clack. All right.
Mm-hmm. Y'all can get married right here too if you want. I am ordained, so okay. I know you want to be in a church because you know how that goes. We want the church, so.
Yes, ma'am.
But go ahead.
And do you have any other questions or concerns?
Well, I know that sooner we're going to hear some spoken word or song.
Y'all there for a treat.
Yes, so we're going
to
hear some spoken word. Mm-hmm. I Shall Bloom is about lifting up our community. And so he and I met. Well, I look like somebody, I'm glad this person who I look like is a good person because I am running into some blessed men and women of God looking like whoever she is. And shout out to her. God bless you. So that's how we met. We met in the store. He was with his mom and he thought I was the other woman. So he showed me his flyers, he's been performing and all that. And I was like, well, that's what I do. I bring community, their talent here. So, it builds up our community. So it's one hand washing the other. We're all family here. So I thought it would be great it's Black History Month, and it'd be great to hear a love message. We're hearing so much about the president, people hating and hate. So much hate is out there. So And here in I Shall Bloom, we see our seeds are a leap of love. And so from that, what do you get out of that? Like when you think of a spoken word, how does that happen? Like what?
Oh, how I get it all together.
Yes.
I've since I'm and I didn't mention, I should have mentioned this at the very first time that I spoke. I'm a Christian, hip hop, spoken word, singer, rapper, whatever you name it. I try to take everything that I have and use it in sort of a parable type of way. Since the Bible is written in parables, I take a heavenly story and put it in the earthly point of view. And I try to do that with my poetry. Everything that I pretty much write, I take what the world says and I combat it with what the word says.
That's right.
And speaking on love, that's what I always try to do. I relay a message with everything, whether it be fun, it got a message in it, whether it be deep, it has a message in it. One thing about love, you don't control love, love controls you. So I try to always bring the love because as a Christian, we're supposed to love those other than ourselves.
Yeah.
So I try to do that with everything that I write, pretty much with the message, because we're living in a world that, because I did shout out my fiance, we're living in a world that's, people feel like marriage ruins the relationship, which is AWOL to me because that's a sacred ground with God.
Yes.
So like the word says in Hebrews 4:13, I believe, it says marriage is honorable to all, whether you're a part of the body or not. It's honorable to God. So whether you're saved or not saved, marriage is honorable to God.
Yeah.
So I try to always bring the love because it says in the word in 1 Corinthians 13, verse 13, I believe it says, faith, hope, love abide by these, but the greatest of these is love. So what does that tell you about love? Love is greater than hope. What does that also tell you about love? Love is greater than faith. And love, I mean, love is one thing, but commitment is another, especially when you're married. You can love somebody and be disappointed in them. So what does that tell you? And disappointment can go as far as you wanted to go in a relationship. So it's the level of commitment too that binds them together. So love and commitment. So I try to always bring that with my poetry, songwriting, with the message to the people. To get out of these games we like to play with one another, especially when it comes to this LOVE thing.
That's right. That's totally right. That is right. I like everything that you said. And we have the power to love. And God gave us love because it's supposed to be in our heart. We're supposed to have the heart of love, right? God gives us that. So we have the power. We say that when we get married, it becomes, see, the devil hates marriage. He hates any two or three that comes together and, God is in the midst, touching and agreeing, God is in the midst. So the devil hates that. So as soon as you join, he comes to attack. So when you're dating, you never experience some of the struggles that you experience when you get married. I know. I mean, it's just like, man, who is this person? Man, it just brings all. But when you know the word, see, God already equips us with everything that we need to know. And that's why we have that treasure, the heart. We have the heart of God, because the message is there. The message is in the heart, in that treasure, the Holy Spirit, right? So once we both are equally yoked, then we both can understand the war. But when we're not equally yoked, because sometimes we marry and we don't understand that we have to be equally yoked. So there's going to be an extra battle added on if you're not equally yoked.
Of course. That's why I say, like, my name is struggle. When you go through a struggle, that's when you bring a lot up out of you that your partner or whoever may not know it, which is good to know, because the four elements of love can be, I was told, fire, earth, water, wind. The fire is the happy days, the joyous days in your relationship. The ground is the ground breaking of the relationship. What makes y'all tick and tock, and the water, the flow of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? How things are flowing, and then the wind. Y'all can be cast out one way or the other with the wind, how it blows. You know what I mean? So that's very true. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, it's best not to shack up with an individual that you say you're gonna marry or be in a shacking up relationship because marriage won't even be on your mind anymore because you haven't grasped the fact of that other side of the person. See, I like to always say you date to marry, don't date to waste time. Because
Man.
when you do that,
Amen.
you have the thrills and all of that, but what is the value of it all? You know what I'm saying? Is it a game or is it really love?
That's right. That's
So,
right. Amen.
mhm.
Amen. So,
Yes, ma'am.
so what you feel? You feel like giving us a little taste of what?
Oh yeah,
you know?
sure. And I wanted to add, is it all right if I can do one or two of my songs as well?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
All right. So
All
it's
right.
up to you how you want because we're live.
Uh,
So and you're on speak. So everything is recorded. So it's up to you. What you want to do first? You want to do a song, or you want to do? Even though we're talking about love.
Okay,
And remember, everything is rooted and grounded in love. That foundation
Okay.
starts in love.
okay,
So, and we're Black History.
okay.
So, what you got for us?
Since it's Black History and it's about
Love.
love, okay, let me start off since we have ladies in here
Yes.
and a gentleman.
Yeah.
I'll do one of my crowd favorites. I have three of these actually, but I only memorized one, and that is my marriage poem. And what all we talked about, this poem can give you a glimpse of how it should be in a relationship and how you would know how to pick them, male and female, okay? And the poem is called Love Making and Marriage versus Sex. Now, this is one of my mother's favorites and my granny's favorites since she couldn't make it here with us today. So I'm going to shout out to Granny Riley, shout out to my baby girl, my fiance, future wife, Ayana, y'all. Love you, babies. Love you, Granny. Love you, Mom. All right, here it goes. It's called Love Making and Marriage versus Sex.
You want to sit down, or what you need? You want to stand? You can walk around with it, whatever you need to do.
Oh, I don't mind sitting down.
Okay.
It's comfortable in the I Shall Bloom seat.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Sandra for doing this, y'all.
Thank you.
All right.
Back.
That's my mother, y'all.
In the audience, you'll be on the seat in a few minutes.
Yeah,
You'll be in the chair. So.
All right, this poem is called once again, it's called Love Making and Marriage versus Sex. It goes like this here. There's a thin line between the passions of love making and marriage and just simply foreplaying the lustful acts and intentions of sex. You see, love making and marriage is two souls being intertwined together to fight in which one is able to keep the relationship going. The spirals of cat and mouse. While sexing someone, I say it's just something pleasure in the flesh until the urges of both you and her are over. And then once those urges uplift again, y'all are at it again. While love making and marriage is what God created, sex and marriage is love making. When both your flesh and her flesh meet in agreement, especially when it comes to you procreating the seed, only God Himself says it's all right. Like a flower that blooms in the concrete. Like, how did that just happen? The same with love making and marriage. You know, the moans and the groans, the sound of Thor's hammer, while the thunder and the rain hit the window as you make love to the woman or man you love in matrimony. Can you see the picture I'm trying to paint about love making and marriage versus sex will always be at odds because they have one thing in common. That's being inevitable with your soul. You know you can't help it if your soul is tied with someone else's. Love making and marriage versus sex, anything physically done, depending on what it is, can spiritually harm your soul. So be careful who you let inside you, ladies. If the man isn't willing to have you be his one and only, to get down on his knee and say, will you be? And just want to milk the cow because it's free.
Yeah.
He's not the one, queen. Because that shacking up stuff isn't it, especially if y'all believe in God.
Yeah.
Just keeping it real and pure. And fellas,
Yeah.
be careful who you lay it down on. If that woman isn't willing to be your real, but want to be mama's baby, daddy's maybe, don't give her you, sir. Do it God's way and get married. And know the difference between love making and marriage versus sex. That's it, y'all.
That's right. Remember last time when you said it to me, I was driving, but it makes me cry. They give me tears.
Oh, come on now, Miss Sandra.
Yeah.
I'm a big crybaby myself. Don't be doing that on the show.
Look. That makes me cry. The last time he did it, I cried because it's beautiful love making. The ultimate. There's so much falseness in the world today, about love. False and quick, get you quick and hurt you. But that, I mean, the way you broke that down for us ladies, a man telling us, be careful who you allow in you. It's deep. That was beautiful. And then when you talk to guys, men, you know what I mean? Men need to hear this. I'm sorry. Well, you don't know, but you do know. I cry.
I do too.
Yeah.
That's why I say don't cry too much on your shoulder.
Yeah. Well, that's why I have those tissues. Cry baby. So that was beautiful.
Thank you.
So, who gave you that? Like, when did that happen? And when did you feel that? How does that work? Do you just lay in the bed one day and then it gets in your spirit? Or
It's phenomenal, man, how my mind gets to write. And sometimes it can be like the show or what you said or a word you said. I look it up and then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
Or a song I've heard or something someone told me or just me sitting outside just enjoying nature and going for a walk. I go for a walk almost every day. It's very therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
And my thoughts getting rambling. Or since I say I'm biblically connotated, a lot of my fellow saints, what they would say to me, I take what they said and put it in my own words.
Yes.
And then that's how a poem or a song comes about. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, I always would keep a pad somewhere because you never know. That's how a rapper, a secular artist by the name of Young Jeezy used to write. I've heard he would always keep a pen and pad because that's why he had so many mixtapes.
Right.
That's what I heard. You know, because you never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Anything.
There, something come up. You got
right. Anything can come. Like as I leave here today, I might come up with something just by you crying. Or something that you said. Or it's very. I really can't say when my mind get to rambling. I guess when thoughts come to mind, or what someone says, or what the Bible says, it all.
Yeah.
It's like a melting pot. I just stir it all up, and then there you had a masterpiece meal.
Hey man, that masterpiece meal.
Yeah.
Not the mini meal or the cheap meal. The
masterpiece meal.
All righty. So you said you had a song too. You want to sing us? Sing a song, and then we'll introduce your mom.
And then also, since you said about Black history, I know a lot about the history of this city. And
yes.
I like to talk about that too after I do these songs when you get my mother over here.
Okay.
I think it's very important because a lot may not know about the city, about the greatness of the city of San Antonio with some of the stuff that happened way back in the day.
Okay.
So I love to talk about that too. And this is Black history too. It's San Antonio history. So
yes, go ahead.
Okay. Now what song you want me to do, Mama? You already know that I'm a gambler. These streets ain't got no safety. All right, I knew she was gonna choose that one.
That's why you had to choose.
I knew she was gonna choose that one. This is a crowd favorite. I've been doing this song since the pandemic, and people still want to hear it to this day. I done wore out this song, but people love it. And I wrote this song in 2015. I was going through a very dark past or whatever and everything, so I wrote this song. It was originally a secular song because I wasn't going to be a Christian artist at first, but I said, you know what, the Lord has brought me from a mighty long way, so I might as well use my gift for the kingdom. That's my main objective. I don't do it for money and glitter, glam, and fame. I do it for the furtherment of His kingdom and bringing souls to Christ. That's why I do it.
Amen.
But this song here is called These Streets Ain't Got No Safety. I already know y'all know it out there. For those who don't know, this is called These Streets Ain't Got No Safety. I'm going to do it a cappella like I always do. It go like this here. These streets ain't got no safety. Heaven gates be raining. These streets ain't got no safety. Heaven gates be raining. Soldiers be uplifted. Oh Lord, please help your children. I see there's a lot of liquor poured out, bloods to the face, shirts being made. After hearing a cold case, mama, that was my homie, man. These streets ain't got no safety. I take heed to these streets. You see, we living in the last days. Lord, I pray that I make it. So many youngins dying, granny nervous all the time, thinking I won't make it. Patience is the virtue, so I take my time every time I step outside. Feel me now, I got one life I can't lose. So much I gotta prove before I go. Sometimes you gotta let the rain fall so you can see the pot of gold in. These streets ain't got no safety. Heaven gates be raining. These streets ain't got no safety. Heaven gates be raining. Soldiers be uplifted. Oh Lord, please help your children. I see there's a lot of liquor poured out, blood to the face, shirts being made. After hearing a cold case, mama thought my homie man. These streets ain't got no safety. And it seemed like I see a lot of people dying, a lot of mothers crying, their babies didn't go, and a lot of church songs sung, thugs cry, wipe tears from their eyes with the rag that showed their side. But when we learn these streets ain't got no safety, heaven gates be raining. These streets ain't got no safety, heaven gates be raining, soldiers be uplifted. Oh Lord, please help your children. I see there's a lot of liquor poured out, blood to the face, shirts being made. After hearing a cold case, mama thought my homie man. These streets ain't got no safety. That's it, Jar.
Right, amen.
All right.
Oh, these streets ain't got no safety.
That's right. That's
All righty then.
Yeah.
So, we have a person you guys hear in the background.
Right.
So we're gonna have her come on in, Miss Rogina. Miss
All right.
Rogina,
Come on.
and that is who is Miss Rogina?
That is my mother. That is my mother, y'all. My twin.
Yeah, come on. Then. Well, this is where it all came from. So, what did you think growing up when you saw? You know how you see your kids. That one right there got that gift. That one, we know. We don't say it. We may know it.
Well, Silas is really my miracle child.
You can only
Because
talk
when he was
about
born, he only weighed 1 pound, 10 ounces, 13 inches. When he was born.
Yes.
With the good grace of God, I remember like it was yesterday when the doctor was saying that did I want to live, did I want him to live, because we had to be one or the other. So I told let him live because I ain't already to live, let him live because we found out that God bless him, we both still here.
Yeah. Oh, you guys hear that? A mother's love. We back on love again because we never gonna get away from love. We never want to. The love. So when she was in the hospital, getting ready to give birth to Struggle C, they asked, "Do you want him to live, or you live, or she live?" And she said, "No, let him live because I've already." But God said, what did God say? Because she's sitting here on the couch. That's what God says.
Yeah.
All righty? So whenever we put our trust in man, we lose, we get hurt. We get hurt. But when we trust God, His word always stand. We can always trust on His word. We can always stand on His word. His time is maybe not our time. We know it's not our time. His time is different than ours.
Right.
But His trust and our faith in Him will always stand.
Right.
Oh man, amen. So, how long have you been, like when you saw him starting? When did you know that he had the talent?
I think when he was in elementary school, he won talent shows from the first grade.
From kindergarten
first grade,
through
all the way to the fourth grade.
I would have won 5th grade year, but I got in trouble.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
I'm very mischievous in elementary school.
Yeah, start learning and wanting to know the difference in this stuff.
Right. And then he just started, he said, doing stuff, he started writing poems, started singing, and he comes to me and said, "Mama, he did to me, y'all always want me to video. So, Mama, how you think that sounds?" I said, "That sounds good, pal."
When did you shop? I mean, I know you're shocked all the time, but what one day when it was like, ooh,
I can't remember myself exactly the day. I just kind of said, "Is that my son up there doing all that?"
that day.
You know,
Uh-huh.
and every time we go somewhere, we get ready to do something. There go my mama right there.
Yeah.
There go my granny right there. He'll never leave us out. Let everybody know. There go my twin right there.
Yes, exactly.
It made me feel good. Like I said, you came a long way.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah.
That is good.
A long way.
A long way.
Yes, ma'am.
So you
So-
sing too, or what you have? What you sing? Do you sing? Do you have the
Oh,
gift?
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
You didn't. For his father, who got who?
Oh, I think the spoken word in the music part came from my grandmother's mother's side of the family.
Uh-huh.
And then with the spoken word, it came from my grandfather's side of the family. I don't know too much about my grandfather's side, but I can recall one time when we went to Aunt Jessie May's house for
That's a man.
Well, we go down there for Thanksgiving.
and
That's down in the
she
country. I don't know if you ever heard of
she
a town called
Altown,
Who?
Altown, Texas. That's
You ever
in the
heard of
country.
Hallersfield?
Yeah.
Okay, well, my mom was from Hallersfield. You
Hallersfield,
went through
Texas.
Hallersfield, Sublime.
Oh, she's originally from California.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so-
Well, yes, little
But
country
these are
town.
country towns. And
Yeah.
my Aunt Jessie May, Mama can back me up with this. Aunt Jessie May does poetry, and she's 89 years old.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
her
my daddy's
mother,
sister.
her mother does has done poetry,
That's
and
what
she
you got.
still has them.
Mhm.
So I would believe it comes from a mixture of both sides of the family
Mhm.
with that. Cause even on my father's side, it was a gentleman by the name of Dominique. Cause I'm a clack, going on Black History, going on Black History.
Yeah.
My family is from the Denver Heights on my daddy's side. Now that was one of the first black neighborhoods in San Antonio.
Oh, it was.
And
Different
we had six.
Close
We
to
had
Hillcrest?
No, the Heights is right here, right
up
off
the
New
street,
Braunfels.
right off of New Braunfels.
okay.
and,
Hackberry.
Hackberry
Yes,
and
okay.
On that
three-
area.
I got to shout out to 331. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Piedmont, 331 Piedmont, my grandma Rucci house, my daddy's mother.
Yeah.
Well, it was about 6 Hall of Famers that came out of Denver Heights.
Oh.
It was Jesse Dixon, the guy that sing I've been redeemed.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
Jesse Dixon. He's
Yeah.
from the Denver Heights. He's from San Antonio.
Okay.
You got let me see who else. So you got my uncle Coach Clack from Sam.
Yeah.
You have let me see. I think Warren. I can't recall, but I think Warren McVeigh. He just passed. He was a famous football player.
Yeah.
Way back in the day, the greatest high school football game in Texas was when Warren McVeigh played. I forgot the schools, but that was very legendary.
Yeah.
And then the movie The Mac from back in the 70s, that Penn movie with Max
Yeah.
Jr.
Come on.
It was a purple car with trumpets on there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, remember that car?
Yeah.
And then they got that idea from a San Antonio pimp by the name of Melvin the Mac.
That's for real?
Yes. He had a purple car.
Yeah.
He had a purple car with trumpets. No one ever had this car.
I used to have it on my phone. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's on that phone.
Yeah, and anywho,
Give me a-
the man wanted to take his car and use it for the movie for a total of 3 days, and they was going to offer him $50,000. In the 70s, that was a lot of money.
That's
He turned
really?
it down though. He turned it down.
Oh.
And then on the Brown side, gotta shout out my Latinos, the Brown brothers and sisters as well.
Yeah.
Vida loca por vida for life.
Yeah.
And there was a movie by the name of Friday.
Yeah.
When the essays had
second one.
when the essays had called Smokey out there, say Smokey,
Yeah. With the little dog.
that car that they was riding in was my best friend's homeboy's daddy's car.
Yes.
And then also, when it came to like our music, shout out Mr. O'Shea. Shout out Mr. O'Shea. Welcome home. He had just came home from doing a long bid, but if he didn't get locked up, he was about to be signed with him and Lil Sin. Shout out Lil Sin. His father is a legend too, Ronnie Warner. Ronnie Warner is his name. He was a famous blues singer.
Okay.
And then we got pretty much Melvin. Excuse me, not Melvin, but Mel Waiters.
That's that street.
Right.
Uh-huh.
He was named something else before they paid homage to him because he was a famous blues singer.
Yes, he
Okay.
was.
He had that
Grew
song.
up on the west side
Right.
of Highway 90.
Speak about it, man. Speak about it.
They grew up on the west side of Highway 90. Used to always come to the club on Highway 90, and then I used to always go to his concerts and stuff. And he also used to be in a little area called the Alley off of Acme Road, a different little, little hole in the wall club.
Yes.
In that song, he had that song.
That song
Hole in the
called Hole in the
Wall.
Wall.
At my best time, used to be in
Yeah.
the hole in the wall.
My husband will know it.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
should have been here.
Now,
See?
back on
Yeah.
Mr. O'Shea, I forgot to mention, this is one of my favorite OG rappers of the city. Now, before he had gotten locked up, Pimp C and Bun B from UGK had a label called Trill Entertainment. And the first two artists that they were going to pick up was Mr. O'Shea and Lil Sin. Lil Sin is a legend. And Mr. O'Shea and Lady Lunatic, the OG for the lady in the rap game.
Yeah.
Like she had her song was supposed to be on the soundtrack of Money Talks with Chris Tucker,
Yeah.
but they ended up getting Lil Kim. They actually kind of blackballed Lady Lunatic because she wasn't so-called, no disrespect to Lil Kim, but she wasn't like a sex symbol. She had empowerment and substance within her music, although it was gangster conscious music, you know. And she had great songs for the ladies too, that deal with some knucklehead men and stuff like that. And shout out to Lady Lunatic, and shout out my cousin Corey, man. He told me all that about Lady Lunatic, because that's family on his side, on his uncle's side and stuff like that.
Wow.
Shout out to Southern Merchandise, you know what I mean? Out the west side, you know.
So San Antonio has a lot of history,
Right,
Black history.
right.
So,
But many may not even know this because they glorify other cities in town, but they actually, them people, they actually know the real truth or whatever. And I would say we probably ain't got our shine like that because of unity for one. But now, this new day and age, there's unity in the community. I see it. I'm one of the ones that do see it. And now that they can't help to put us in the mix now, you know what I'm saying? And and then I remember back in the day. You remember what was that show called? The Ed Sheeran show. The Ed Sheeran show from way back in the day in California, where everybody would go to get a name for themselves. We had artists out here that looked that up. The Ed, your husband might know about that too. The Ed Sheeran
well,
show.
he's from Galveston. He's from.
Oh, he's from G-Town.
Yeah.
Okay. So he might know Fade Dog.
He might.
He changed his life around, and now he's a Christian artist. But he's originally from Galveston, I believe. But he put on here in the city.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you see that San Antonio's changed some when you was growing up here?
Oh yeah, talk about that, man.
And to his, to the different.
Talk about your days. And she said, how has San Antonio changed from? Because I will say this.
Well, it hasn't changed since my generation.
Yeah.
The generation today, you see like these young kids today, they don't have no respect for us. They don't have no, it's totally different.
Yes. What do you think happened? What do you think happened? Like, why did that happen?
Well, why do you think that happened?
I don't know. I think it was the president has something to do with it.
No, she's asking.
Why do you think that?
Well, why do you think like since your era? Because in the 70s was bad back in the day, like the Cadillac Square. Y'all had a lot going.
Yeah, a lot going back then. We don't really too much have a lot going to me like it was back then.
Yeah, and she's asking, why do you think that is?
And the kids.
And the children.
You said that you noticed too. Well, we noticed that they have no respect and they have no fear. They have no
respect.
That's no respect, but no fear either.
Don't have something to do with the parents.
Speaking.
Talk about
it. With the parents.
Because we feared ours. We feared our parents. I mean, regardless of where you are, you knew.
Yeah.
You'd still be looking around for your mother or daddy acting up. If you're acting up, you still had fear. Like, okay, I know that my aunt may knock me upside my head still.
Right.
And then when I get home, I'm getting it again because I embarrassed the family.
Right.
But this day and age, kids have no respect. I mean, you want to fight them. I mean, and they'll bite you.
Yes, they
They'll
will.
bite you
Yes, they
and
will.
all that
Bite
stuff.
you or
So-
shoot you. One of
or yeah, so I'll shoot them. You know what I mean? At
Yeah.
first I was like, man, these are kids. Then it got me all hot and bothered, but they have no no gauge. It's
Can you elaborate on that some more, Mom? Why you think that is? Like like the parenting, or do you feel like they're too young to be parents, or they're too?
Some of them are too young to be parents.
That's
Yeah,
it.
you got parents that ain't really seeing what's going on with they children and letting them do what they want to do. That's kind of stuff that's gonna happen. You got kids these days telling their mama and daddy what to do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So what? Yeah. So we know that it was the young parents, and it goes back to the respect that your poem, your spoken word.
Yes.
It goes back to having respect and love for yourself, because when you don't grow up in a household, and we have to be real, if you grow up in a household and you're growing up in fear, you're gonna look for somebody that's gonna give me a temporary love. It's temporary, but they leave you full of babies and they're gone, and so they're angry. And then the babies grow up with that same thing.
Product of their environment.
The environment. So it's the product of their environment. And so when you speak in your younger age, you speak about the respect that should happen. That song talks about respect for both sides. It doesn't go against the women or it doesn't go against the men. It's both. It's respect that you put in there.
And see, me, Miss Sandra, I came up, I'm only child.
Yes.
I don't have no sisters and no brothers.
Right.
So, you know, it's like my life, it was like, I really don't want to really get into it because it kind of made me kind of sad, you know, because when I was coming up, it's like my mom wasn't like was really there. You know what I mean? It's like
you need to come back and talk about, because that's going to help somebody else. There's a lot of women that's
a whole lot
been
I
on
can
this
say, but
couch.
I rather
Well, when they come on this couch, people come on the couch, the other stuff God opens up is something. And because you probably wouldn't talk about that. I mean, that's something you've been holding in.
Yeah,
But you
I
got
had
it
for a long, long time.
Yeah, but you got to come. And then I could feel it. So, because I'm a crybaby and I feel it. I'm very spiritual, I believe in God. And so I can feel that little secret or that thing that you've been holding in. You got to, I want to talk about this. You got to release it. And I don't want you to,
Yeah, I don't want to release it today.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to, but I want you to release it with, you don't, not live, unless you want to, but
No,
it's
I
gonna
don't
help.
want to do it live.
But I want you to help somebody else, help other ladies that feel the guilt. I have a prayer call every night. It's the 47th week that I've been every night at 8:00, right?
Okay.
Jira, her mom was mean to her. I mean, more than mean, hateful. Because she grew up like that and jealous of her. I mean, just stuff that, you wouldn't do, but she did. So now she's doing it. She's doing it too. She has a daughter. She has 3 kids. And so.
So she's doing the same thing that her parents did to her.
Yeah.
For her kids.
And so.
I didn't do that.
Right. You noticed it. See? But you can help somebody else that didn't. And so we don't talk about it. We keep it a secret, and we talk about it outside the house. So
I would like to talk to you about it one day, but not now.
Sure. Yes, I'd like to, because I feel it really. And that's what God brought me. That's what I Shall Bloom is about. It's not about being on here. I do a lot of work behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So back to the show. That's what happens on the I Shall Bloom show. When God comes, God is number one on my show. And he takes control. And when I give him control, and then so he's okay, we're okay to come back now.
Okay then.
So you have anything else for us before we close out? You want to do another song?
Something else you say you have to say at the end. You said that already?
He's gonna sing 2 songs.
Yeah, 2 songs and the other song. But
or spoken word.
I would love if we got a little bit more time. You didn't really talk about like the time difference from the 70s up to now, because back on history of San Antonio, the 70s, 80s, and 90s was probably the best times here in this city.
It really was. The one time I was going out, and I
Speak
love
on
to
it,
go on skating range. I used
Yeah.
to love to skate.
Oh, I still do.
Mhm.
I like to skate. Where is the
But I
skate?
tried to go about a couple of years ago. I'm thinking I need to skate though. Still do like I did, girl, put the skates on and fell out a bunch of times.
That's grand too.
All
I'm
I
like,
did
how
was
can
got
you
right
forget?
back up and tried it again. And then they had this little triangle thing down like, that you could hold on to. Oh, boy, you couldn't tell me nothing then.
Man, I remember, I'm glad you brought that up, man. I remember vividly when I was about 6 years old. When I was about 6 years old, when I had a birthday party at the skate, man, the skate ring in San Antonio, that was the time of our lives back in the
They
day.
used to let us go skating.
Yeah.
And then back then we used to have the Black Theater downtown.
Talk about
What?
it.
Go watch
Yeah,
the,
talk about
it
it,
was
man.
called the Texas Theater.
Uh-huh.
Down, and they also had the Majestic, where they show nothing but black movies.
What? The Majestic
Nothing
was
but
like
black
that?
movies. Yeah, like the
Oh, the
Superfly,
Majestic.
you know, all them
Oh.
old school movies back in the day.
Yes.
Now
What do you have?
the other folks took over.
Yeah, the Majestic.
Yeah,
is,
and
I
then-
didn't know it was black.
Right.
Yeah.
Talk
You
My
about
have
husband
the
told me it was
Texas
Majestic.
Black Theater, another but black movie.
That's a nice
The
theater.
Majestic, like the Majestic they got now downtown.
Yeah.
They used to have nothing but black movies. Nothing but black
And-
movies, black concerts, all that.
And
Very
watch,
seldom now you rarely see all that now.
Yes, well, Dinah
Like it
Ross
used to be
and
the Turbine Center.
It's
That
coming.
used to be the
What? The who?
Before the Turbine Center, it was named something else.
was it the Cameo?
No, it was
No, it
named
wasn't
something
Cameo.
else.
That was a real big place too back in
Yeah,
the day.
well, that's
too.
when we used to
Yeah.
have black concerts. Nothing but black concerts.
Oh,
Yeah.
But now it's totally different.
well, this it feels, and there's nothing against it. It feels like this is his. You know, when you get here now, it's just Hispanic.
Well, it is.
Now it's like
It is.
black people. It's like
When it comes to that,
I
well,
understand.
this is a Mexican city,
Mhm.
and when it comes to the history, like the Battle of the Alamo was the greatest war story that ever was,
I was just
and
there.
blacks was a part of that
I
as well.
saw that.
You
I was
know,
I went to the Alamo.
Blacks and browns here, like we're not segregated.
Yeah,
it's
it came
it's just who we mess with.
Mhm.
We, and a lot of our Mexicans here, they grew up with us. That's why they talk like us,
Mhm.
and we talk like them.
Yeah.
And then like it's always like to me like our neighbors are full Mexicans around where we live and where we all love each other. That's what it's all about.
That's right.
And I was gonna say,
That's sweet.
I
My
was,
son, he also speaks in Spanish.
yeah, I do. I
Yeah.
speak a little Espanol.
Yeah,
Yeah, I speak a little Espanol. And I was gonna say, it was something about. Oh, shout out to the Soul Blazers. I met Willie B. Gorley. They had a what was the name of that DJ with 1480 back in the day, the black DJ with the gospel, and he led everybody punt. And I gotta shout out to OGs. They probably gone resting in peace. Punty Guitar, a famous blues singer that BB King and Bobby Blue Bland looked up to, and he was from San Antonio.
Oh.
Let me see. They had Willie B. Gorley had a group from it was called the Soul Blaze. He's from the Denver Heights too.
Yeah.
It was called the Soul Blaze. They opened up with the Temptations and all that. Shout out to Spot Barnett and shout out Queen Cazaray from Houston. These are her relatives. Spot Barnett is from the Wheatley Chorus. He was a famous musician, player that toured with Etta James and all of them. And shout out to my big homie Brandon Citizen and the Citizen family with I forget the gentleman's name.
Yeah.
He's originally from Beaumont, but he got a lot of shine here in San Antonio. He played the guitar with his toes.
Oh.
I think Curly. Curly's his name.
Oh,
Curly
Mays.
Curly
Is
Mays.
he in Santa?
Yeah.
My husband goes to Santa karaoke.
Curly Mays.
His wife
Right.
is in. Is
Right.
his wife still alive?
That I don't know.
Yeah, his
But
wife
Curly
is
Mays.
alive.
Shout out to the.
You be going to the karaoke on Sundays and Sundays?
I haven't been so long, but my husband is there.
Oh, okay.
So I sneak in.
But yeah, it was so much stuff that happened back then. Like shout out to the Big House Clique, my favorite rap group with Teardrop, rest in peace, Bowleg and Mr. Low. And it's so much. I know it's so much I can say, y'all, but I hope y'all taking note. This is San Antonio history. This is San Antonio history.
We're gonna be a part 2.
Yeah, it's gonna be a part 2
and 3. You know what I mean? Because this is Black history, and he knows a lot. I didn't know.
And I gotta say this one last thing, and I promise I'll be out here. Shout out to Leroy Franklin and the Franklin family. If y'all Google who had the first rap song in Texas, it was his father, Leroy Franklin. And he was from San Antonio, Texas. Wow. And there was another gentleman right alongside of him, a brown brother, a Latino brother. I can't think his name. But if y'all Google who had the first rap song in Texas, it will say Leroy Franklin. And he was right here from San Antonio in that movie. Senator Robert Johnson, he had his first real big sessions right here in San Antonio, Texas, right in the Denver Heights at the Gunner Hotel. That's all I got to say.
Amen. Woo-hoo! Well, come on, give us another song or another word, and then we're gonna close out.
Okay. Since it's Black History, I wanted to do the other song, but since it's Black History, I'll do another poem.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll do this one. Shout out to Cal Wayne, the Houston rapper. I really love you, boy. It's called I Can't Breathe. It go like this here. Been in captivity for 400 years. I swear I feel like I can't breathe. From shackles on our hands and feet to police treating us like genocide is what was meant to be. Like Jesus say, forgive them, Father, they know not what they do. I swear I feel like I can't breathe. Trying to take a stand, enough is enough. Think like Martin, but move like Malcolm. Be a renegade to this white man's world, but I respect the white ones who are attached to us blacks like zebra skin. Then I can say I can breathe. When unity is not blasphemy and when justice is served righteously, then I can breathe. And until then, I can't breathe for me being black versus you being another ethnicity. Until there isn't no gray cloud, a gray area in between. Until then, I hold my black fist high and I scream, I can't breathe.
All right.
That's it, folks. That's it.
So, how can someone just tell us briefly? How can someone reach you, and also where are you going to be performing next?
Oh, okay. Y'all can reach me. On Instagram right now. That's the only platform that I have. It's my Instagram name is struggle, like the word struggle, 6613. It's all together. Struggle 6613. Struggle C, Mother Deary, and Miss Sandra. That's it, y'all.
Hey.
And I'll be performing.
There you go.
On February 28th, that's this Saturday coming up at Tank's Pizza. Come on now, there's gonna be not just me, but everyone. Man, y'all in for a treat. And shout out to Dom and TNL Promotions and his sister Black. Love y'all. Love everybody. And God loves y'all too.
Thank you. Welcome. Well, we had a great show, and I thank you so much for both of you, for coming and sitting on the couch. Again, my name is Sandra Williams. I'm the host of the I Shall Bloom Show. All I need you to do is go on over to YouTube, subscribe, and also like, because you never want to miss a premiere episode of the show. And remember, I shall bloom, you shall bloom, and we shall bloom. Bye now. First two, that's the raw one.
Oh, yeah, I like it raw.
I'm gonna give you the raw cut and then I'll edit.
Okay.
Or so we can upload it.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That fun, girl?
Yeah, that was fun, man.
I appreciate that.
And I can't wait for part 2. Just let me know when you're ready for part 2. My mom and all.
And if you're not busy,